I'm going to talk about why I started stepping out. I dedicate this program to my boy Luke, who really taught me all about handling in dog sports and actually introduced me to dog sports. You know, one day I woke up late, my alarm didn't go off, and I was supposed to be at a rally workshop. So I had 15 minutes to get myself dressed, feed my dog, potty all of them, get him in the car, and take off for this workshop. Um, Flustered, yeah, I was a little bit. But when I got there, we worked through some exercises and things. But when it was our turn to demonstrate a rally run, something happened. Uh, Luke wasn't looking at any other dogs around the ring, which he was other dog challenged, and apparently I'm other dog challenged as well, or he wouldn't be. But I was concerned about would he be able to focus. He never took his eyes off me. Even approaching the ring, he had locked into me, and I saw that, and I began to lock into him. So when it was our turn to do the rally run, I remember hearing music playing. I could even tell you that it was Bad Bad Leroy Brown. I remember that. The course, I remember after walking it going, this is our course. These are Luke's best rally moves. So I knew that he would execute them well. I had that confidence in my head. I'm going, piece of cake. You know, the only thing that had concerned me was dogs around the perimeter of the ring and the people. So as we approached the ring, I was astounded that he was not looking at anything but me and into my eyes. So when we set off on this course, I'm like, oh, this is great. And my sight became extremely crisp. My hearing was crisp. My cueing of the rally signs was in perfect time with the flow that we had established of our movement. And it was a zone run. I came out of there, I could not have explained the joy and the power that I felt as a team coming out of that ring. And it became my search to how do I get back to that? How do I unlock those keys to the zone again? It was incredible. I remember hearing people way outside of the ring going, wow, look at that Rottweiler. Wow. And I knew it was because we were locked in the zone together. So I got thinking back, what helped me to get there? What was the situation that day that may have been a key to getting back into the zone? Well, let me tell you, one of the things was waking up late. I had no caffeine in my system. I didn't have time to get a cup of coffee. I did eat something, a bagel with cream cheese or something once I got there. So I had eaten a little bit. The other factor, music was playing. And that was rare. You know, I normally hadn't ever practiced rally with music going on, but the music was there, and it happened to be Luke's trotting tempo. So I think that played a big part of what helped set us up into that zone, and he liked the song. So let's go forward a year from that point. I'm in a Schutzen trial. I was at least 6 weeks, 2 months from being ready to really step in front of a judge in trial. And the first part of a Schutzen trial is tracking. We totally blew it. We got 15 points out of 100, and tracking is his strength. But I was in a panic knowing that we weren't prepared. That case, the judge had said to me, you need to practice showing tracking. Okay, that's different than training tracking. Showing is a totally different mindset, and that's what we're going to get into in this class, is the showing mindset and mastering that. So I began thinking, I've got to find a way back into the zone. Luke doesn't have a chance in this trial unless I could find a way to unlock the keys to that zone again. Well, came the obedience. We blew that too. I thought he was going to just dismiss me from the whole trial, but we were the only club dog who was participating, and a club dog had to participate to hold the trial. So I had no choice. I had to go in with Luke. He was the most prepared of any of the dogs. So we blew obedience. I was surprised he allowed me to go on to protection, but somehow, as I walked to the car, I brought back up that feeling of that day when we did our rally run, of going, oh, this is going to be his best run because these are elements he knows. This is our strength here. Well, I knew that in protection, I felt strong with him when we were in training. So when I got to the car, his eyes were locked on me again. Never took his eyes off of me the entire time he was in the car. I got him out of the car. I said, we're going to bring it. And I knew in my heart, I had those same feelings that whenever we went into that rally run, um, of strength and power and sureness that we are on the top of our game for this element, the protection phase. Well, look, after bombing out of tracking and bombing out of obedience, he scored a 92 out of 100 in protection, which is called pronounced to very pronounced. You might not see a Schutzen 3 dog, the high-end dogs, ever score a 92. It was incredible. We locked in the zone again for that, and it was a dance out there with the helper, the bad guy helper, between the energy between Luke and myself, and the cueing and the moving. We had locked into a dance once again, and there I had captured the zone, and everyone was amazed at the flow, what they saw on the field. It wasn't that the elements were perfect. We had mastered a flow together. We had a dance happening. So after that, I said about realizing that handlers need to have this key to lock into the zone. Well, as the years went on with Luke, I was able to actually unlock the zone to step out onto the field for tracking. There was a certain system I had to have in place the night before for myself, for being ready. It got my mindset into gear. He's reading my mindset the whole night before. By the time we get there 15 minutes before it's my turn to track, I did certain obedience exercises with him to get the teamwork going. Then I put him back in the car and walked away. Whenever I would come back to pick him up, his eyes were locked on mine, and he saw nothing else but me. And then we proceeded to just flourish tracking in tracking titles. So unfortunately, he died before he was able to get a VST to complete a championship. But if I had started him younger, I'm sure that he probably would have. So anyway, unlocking the keys to the zone is what this class is all about. And I think that no matter what you do with your dogs, it's going to benefit you greatly. So if you have a zone experience of your own, you can write it, you can post it to the Yahoo group, or you can record it like I just did. But do share your experience of the time you felt strong with your dog, or you were proud of an accomplishment. Those feelings are important, and we're going to get into that for the next 8 weeks. So enjoy this class. I'm glad to have you here.